class. In today's lab session, we're going to take a look at how to create different charts and graphs in Tableau. In last class, we talked about how to create a very simple line chart. So in today's class, we are going to first do a recap on creating a line chart, and then we will be talking about how to create other types of charts and graphs. So first, we will be connecting to our data. The dataset we're going to use for today is the Tableau Lab 2 dataset, avocado dataset. So we have multiple sheets in this dataset. The first sheet is the sales dataset, which includes the date, the average price, the total volume, total bags, the different type, the year, and also the region of the different places where we can get avocado. And the second one is the geographic location of the three regions that we are interested in. And then the third one is the different tasks and also their start and end time. This is the dataset we'll be using to create a Gantt chart later. And then there is a relationship sheet. We'll be using this to create a per chart later. And then we have a sales by country sheet, which we'll be using to create a geographic map later on. And the last one is the sales goal, which we'll be using to create a bullet chart. So now let's load our dataset. So let's click Microsoft Excel and then choose Tableau Lab 2 Avocado dataset. And now in this first line chart, what we're going to do is that we're going to create a time series plot to compare the trend of the average avocado price by different regions. So the sheet we are going to use is the sales. So let's drag sales to the table field. So now we can go to sheet 1 and we can rename this as line chart. And we can start to create our line chart. In order to create a time series plot for the average avocado price, we will be using the date as our columns, which is our x-axis, and we're going to use the time as the y-axis, which are the rows. So remember, before we talked about if you're trying to create a line chart, then your x-axis should be continuous. If your x-axis is discrete, then you'll be actually creating a bar chart. So let's first check if the date is continuous or not. So let's click Convert to Continuous for the date, and then we can drag the date to the columns. And now we can drag the average price to the rows, and this will generate a line chart for us. So in here, we are trying to visualize the average price, not the sum price. So we'll be changing the measure from sum to average. The next step is we can look back to our requirement. So we're trying to create an average avocado price by region. So in here, we should be seeing three different lines. Each represents a different region. So what we can do is that we can drag the region to the column mark. After we do that, the same line will be separated into three different lines. So now let's say if you want to add more information into this visualization, for example, if you want to filter based on the type, how can we do that? So we can right-click on the type, and then we can click Show Filter. So now you will see that the type has been listed on the right side as a filter, and you can check or uncheck different types to leave only the ones that is matching your requirement as the line chart. So you can click Organic, and this will only show you the organic avocado price for the three different regions. Of course, you can add more filters to this visualization. You can add date to here as a filter as well. So you click, right-click and choose Show Filter. So this will allow you to change the date range and to visualize the average price for the avocado as well. So now let's see if you change the year. Right now we are visualizing this by year. So if you change this year from year to exact date, let's see what will happen. So now you will see that the detail level of your visualization will be changed. So instead of seeing them based on the year, we're actually now seeing them based on specific days. So now you can see more details of the avocado price. And also if you want, you can actually change the filter in here to select the time period that you're interested to analyze. So that's pretty much about line chart. Now it's your turn to create a line chart on your own. Please try to create a similar line chart to visualize the sum of the total bags for organic avocado in these 3 regions.